Hola chicos, hola chicas, padres, madres y maestros del Colegio Nuestra Señora de la Paz, de Villarta de San Juan. Hoy tenemos a una exploradora y a una gran marinera, una gran navegante, que no solamente navega en Oslo, ella es noruega, sino que también compite en regatas internacionales en los campeonatos del mundo. O sea que no solamente se dedica a explorar el mundo, sino que también es una gran deportista. Se llama Catharina Frostad y ella está ahora mismo en su barco, está atendiendo desde su barco, así que lo primero es, vamos a darle las gracias. Hi, Catharina, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Fine, fine. First of all, I want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity of meeting you and letting us know how you have become a world competition sailor and explorer. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's a
Are
pleasure.
you ready? Are you ready to my question?
Yes, I think so.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Well, first of all, we would like to know how were you as a child, okay? And how was your school life? What was the name of your school? And where was it located?
Yeah, I grew up I live in Oslo now, so I grew up just 1 hour away from Oslo. I live it on the east. Very small place called Hobøl. It's maybe not so easy to say in Spanish.
No, no.
It was a very small town with not so many kids was living there.
Hmm?
So when I was a child, I was a very active and curious child. So
Yeah.
I think I went to everything you were able to go to. Played lots of basket and music. Uh,
Yeah?
Actually, no sailing. I started that later, but I was very active in all the other sports I could do. I danced ballet. I was playing in the band. I was playing basket, football,
Oh,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah,
You love the sport?
I love the sports. Yeah,
Yes.
I love.
Well, what was your favorite subject in the school?
My favorite subject was actually mathematics.
No.
I think that was really cool. So when I was a child, I really want to be study the planet and the moon and that kind of stuff when I grow up. That was my.
Normal. It's normal for you. Uh, has a teacher made you like or hate a subject?
Yeah, in one way, I actually was a little bit bad in my school because they didn't like if you were moving too fast or anything like that. So actually, that was more stopping us from growing instead of supporting us. So that was not so good at school. Actually, to be honest, I don't think I actually had a favorite teacher. Not when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Was more when I was growing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You start as a competition sailor 12 years ago and got addicted to sailing at the sea. At the school, did you really know what you wanted to be as an adult?
No, I don't
No.
have. I'm a very active and hyper person. I'm not very like have planned for all my future what I want to be. I really like.
You
Uh,
want to be all.
yeah, I really want to see what's happening and how I could be. And I didn't know I was now the ocean is all my life. I didn't know that when I was a kid. I wish I had been exposed to the ocean when I was a kid.
Yeah. Okay. How was your high school? Was easy or difficult for you? A wonderful time?
Yeah, I went to high school. I went to a music high school. I
Yeah.
want to be a musician, so I played trumpet and piano and sing.
Oh.
So I went to it. So that was really good because we have half the time music and half the time the rest of the. So, but I was going on high school a little bit away from my where I grew up. So I have
Yeah.
to move out when I was 15
Yeah.
myself. So, but I think I learned a lot from that.
You don't study in the university?
Yeah, but just a couple of years,
Yeah.
economic and administrations.
Okay.
But I've been mostly been working through my career and have very different types of jobs through my life. Yeah.
Yeah. When you stay in the high school, did you decide there how was your future going to be or not?
No, yeah, like I said, I wanted to be a musician, but
Yeah.
then didn't dare to do it. It was so much work, and I didn't want to destroy one thing I really liked. So yeah, I ended up didn't do that. I was
Yeah.
just because it's so many jobs you can do out there that you don't know about when you are 15.
Yeah.
So I mostly wanted to see what's really going out there to see what I wanted to be when I grow up, and I still don't know.
When did you decide to become a competition sailor?
I has my cousin
Yeah.
is a really famous sailor.
Yeah.
He was doing this. It's now called the World Ocean Race. It's before it was called the Witchboard Around the World.
The ocean race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was following him on the Witchbed the first time, and I think that looks so fantastic cool. So I asked another uncle of mine if I could join him for sailing. So I was a crew with him, and I was able to sail with him in San Francisco, in Denmark, in Norway, and all over. And then I wanted to try different types of boats and different types of sailing. And I've been really, really lucky to get to know some of the best sailors here in Norway, and I've been able to sail with them and try different boats and got really into the sailing community. And I actually started to work with sailing for a while as well, with marketing and sailing.
Okay. You work as a partner and co-founder in Clean Sea Solution, where you are building different robots and solutions to clean the ocean. This is a good idea. When did you decide to dedicate to take care of the oceans?
I really love the ocean.
Yeah.
The ocean is thing has most passion for. It's so fantastic. It's even calm or is a lot of power. And when we are out of the sea or into the sea diving, it's the best place to be. And when I see that we are destroying
Yeah.
this beautiful ocean that is capturing most of our planet is captured by the oceans, I wanted to see if we were able to do something to fix it up. And even though it's most important that we human are doing something, I think that the human together with the technology can do it a little bit faster and use the technology the right way. So that's why I became starting this and starting to work with it to try to save the thing that I love the most in the world.
Yeah. That's true. What is your favorite sea or ocean?
Since I'm from Norway, I love the ice in the polar region. So my favorite places is up in the Arctic. Even though I have been like crossing the Atlantic and been sailing in the Caribbean, that's really lovely. I really love that as well. I love being at the sea and see these big icebergs. And my biggest dream in the world is to sail to Antarctica and take up on a penguin suit and slide around with the penguins in Antarctica. That's the biggest dream I have in the world.
Yeah, in my expedition to Antarctica, we were the first in the world to arrive in a small boat, the
Yeah,
40-meter sailboat to the Antarctic Circle from Ushuaia non-stop. 32 days of sailing, came home and crossing the Mar de Oces because the Drake Passat, the real name is Mar de Oces because Francisco de Oces was the first sailor to do it. Had you going through the Passat de Drake or not?
no, not yet.
Not yet.
Soon, I hope. Yeah.
And to Antarctica, your dream is Antarctica?
No, I haven't been there. I really want to go to Antarctica.
Okay.
And I love the way that you were going, like going the old way with the small boats. That's my
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect. You are a member of the Explorer Club and belong to the Norway chapter, no?
Yeah.
What does this club represent for you?
This club represents for me curious people, like people that want to fulfill their dreams, people that want to take care of planets and to take it out to other people and see what's really going on other planets. And I love those people because, like, if you have either these stupid dreams or something you want to figure out, they will just follow you and see how can we do this and do this together. Except for people you are talking about that say that no, you have to stay at home and it's nothing to do about it. We want to find out and do something about what we can really do something with and show it to people.
Yeah. In 2008, I went to New York and they invited me to give a talk to the Explorer Club. I was one of the first Spaniards to do it. It was an honor for me. I love the building, the people, and the object, the Explorer. Wow, incredible. Um, the people were extraordinary around the planet, all around the planet. And Pace insisted me that I become a member, and so I was. And it's an honor for me to be a member of the most prestigious Explorer Club around the world. What is your favorite Explorer in the history?
I think I have to go back to the Norwegian explorers like Nansen and Amundsen's want to reach first to the South Pole and been trying to reach to the North Pole. And to be able to do that in that time, like without all the satellite and all the data that we can get now when we are sailing in this, we didn't know so much about the ice and what's going on. I think that's incredible. It's
and Torgejedal, no? Torgejedal?
And of course Torgejedal at the Kon-Tiki. It's and how he was so curious and wanted to try it out himself to see if it was right. I think, yeah.
Incredible. Yes. Have you sailed in Spain?
Yeah, just a couple of times. I have been I've been there with the Norwegian sailing team, and I've also been sailing from Ibiza to Palma in a regatta. But that's the only time I've actually been in Spain. I was supposed to come to Spain. I was crossing the Atlantic just 1 year ago, but we broke our boat, so we ended up in the Azores and didn't get to Spain.
What has been your most exciting expedition, you think?
I think that it's either has to be when I've been sailing to Svalbard up in the Arctic a couple of years ago. I also work in the organization called the Dalon Experience, where we learn kids science and technology and how to build up themselves in the nature. And we have a big sailboat where we're taking them up to the Arctic sailing and learn them about the ocean. That was an incredible expedition. And also we went to the north of Norway now in November on a whale expedition with humpbacks and orcas. That was fantastic. And was taking water samples and taking sounds of the whales to see how much we are destroying for them.
Yeah. I know. I would like you to recommend the two books, okay? The one for kids and one for adults. If you want to say something about Explorer or imagine adventure or what do you want?
It's not so easy. When I was a kid, my favorite book was from Alexander Dumas, The Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
That one I will recommend when it's come. And of course, I will recommend to read and see the documentary of Kon-Tiki if you haven't done it yet. If not, I would say maybe Endurance about the Shackleton.
Shackleton, yes. It's a history that endurance. You have to do this and do this.
Yeah.
Yes. Can you go out the boat and show was how is the day in Oslo?
Yeah, it was actually very beautiful. It was
Yeah.
we are not used to so much warm temperature that you guys are in Spain.
Yeah, in Spain, 30 degrees.
Yeah, so when it's just like 12 degrees, we are just we can go bathing and it's nice. So it was very nice, but now it has been raining. But
Yeah.
now like the sun is coming.
Yeah.
Not so bad. It's like
Well,
maybe 10, 11 degrees.
well.
So, I think my friend that also is a member of the club, she's living in a boat just next to me, and she wants me to go out and take a bath in the sea now. So
Okay.
even though it's maybe 5 degrees in the water. So. But that's how it is to be a Norwegian.
It's normal in Norway. Yes. Thank you for telling us and explaining how a Norwegian girl has become an authentic adventurer and explorer, and about a woman who works for the conservation of the nature. Thank you so much, Catharina.
Thank you so much for having me, and be curious and just see what's out there.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Nice to meet you guys. Bye.